Hello, I'm Alex. I'm back again with some daily yoga. I think this might be a little bit of a shorter flow, but I'd like to get back to some of my consistency as far as daily yoga with you wonderful people. So, we will begin today in a child's pose. And it might rain on me. Big toes together, knees apart. Get yourself situated. On an exhale, walk your hands out and away from you. And on another exhale, soften the forehead down. Bring yourself to the present moment, to the quality of the breath in and out through the nose, exclusively as best as you can. No matter what time of day it is, be here now. This moment, this sensation. Arrive. Press up to a tabletop and arch the back. Look straight ahead. Inhale. Exhale, round, and sit back on the heels. Child's pose. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, forward, open. Oh, this is my favorite weather. Exhale, round, go back. Half the sky is really dark and the other half is really sunny. It's like rainbows and thunderstorms. And round. And it cooled it off a little bit. I lost count. Let's do 1 more. Press back, child's pose. Recommit to being present. Press up to a tabletop. Tuck the toes, sit back on your heels, bring the pinky edges out, and let's draw some circles with the arms. Arms are straight, elbows can be soft, just out, back, and around. Explore the range of motion. Notice where you feel any clicks throughout the shoulders. Any bumps, and let's switch the direction of our arm circles. And release, come back to a tabletop, roll out the ankles, tap the feet. And then tuck the toes, hover the knees, shift the weight forward 2 inches, hovering table for 3 breaths. Downward facing dog, press back. Wow, my mat got dirty. Pedal it out, bend 1 knee at a time. Press the opposite heel down. And then make your way to the top of the mat. Ragdoll, forward fold, whatever you need. And bring the feet together. Over the legs. Soften the knees to let the entire back body open. Press to stand. Palms touch. Lengthen the tailbone down. Bring yourself to the present moment once more. And continue to do so as we flow. Inhale, arms reach wide and overhead. Look up, lengthen. Exhale, swan dive forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Right foot back lunge. Lower the right knee, shoulders back. Feel the right hip flexors. Exhale, pyramid pose. Try to press the legs straight. Come back to a lunge. Back knee stays lifted. Right hand down, left arm up. Twist. Left hand back down. Big step to the top of the mat. Fold over the legs. Scan right to left. Round up. Arms reach wide and overhead. Reach up even more. Breathe in again. Exhale, fold. Halfway, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands down. Left foot back, lunge. Inhale, left knee down, shoulders back. Exhale, pyramid pose. Lunge. Lunge twist, left hand down, right arm opens. Right hand down. We're back to the top of the mat. Let's inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, really fold. Press to stand. Face the long edge of the mat. Step your feet wide. Keep the feet pointing forward. And fold forward over separate legs. I'm going to keep my spine kind of long because it takes my hamstrings a long time to warm up. But if you have more space, you can fold forward. Find a little bit of movement in the hips, inner thighs, just a little rock. Maybe draw a circle with the tailbone. Just be mindful as you explore just small little ranges or small movements that you can make. And then heels in, toes out. Bring your hands up to the knees, one hand on top of each knee. Sit down, continuing to open up the hips. And dip the right shoulder forward, left shoulder blade back. Twist the other way. Come back to center, press to stand. Both feet together at the top of the mat. Inhale, arms overhead, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And from here, hands down, plank. Lower all the way down. Bring the forehead to the left hand so we can stretch out the right quad. Press the hips down. Switch. Bring your forehead to the mat. You might even use a blocker, just a little, it can be forehead straight down. I'm going to put a little towel here. You're going to bring your hands out like cactus arms, only the tops are going to, of your fingertips are going to be down on the mat, opening Just press the shoulder blades together and move the elbows toward the top of the mat. Stay here for just a little bit. And release. Press up to a tabletop and back to child's pose. Sit up and bring your feet out around in front of you. Keep the knees bent, feet are flat. Sit up tall. We're going to twist to the right hand behind you, left hand to the outside of the right knee. I realize you won't have as much leverage. That's okay. Sit up tall and just see where you can go and breathe. It's a little bit at a time. Natural range of movement. And switch. Just remember to sit up so tall. Shoulders down. Come back to center. We're going to lie down. Bring the soles of the feet together. The knees are apart. Lengthen the back of the neck. And bring your palms to touch overhead, like you're clapping. And then open the arms out to the side, like you're going to hug someone. Or, oh my, or like a tree. Oh my gosh. Open up, feel the stretch all the way across the chest. Let the elbows soften a little bit and notice if you feel any little jerks or just adjustments, and smooth out the breath. Bring the arms overhead, keeping them close to the floor. And then sweep them all the way back down to the legs. Let's help the knees back together. Feet on the mat. Hands behind the head. 10 crunches. Straight up. 5. 'Make them count. And 10. Rest your head and your neck back. Hug the right knee into the chest. Interlace your fingers all the way to the webbing and feel pressure on the right hip flexor. Now let's reach the right leg toward the ceiling, open and close the back of the leg a few times, and then let's hold. The leg does not have to be completely straight. We're just getting into the hamstrings, shoulders down away from your ears. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Let the knee open out to the side. This might already be enough. If you can do a little bit more, you're going to reach for the back of the left thigh. Use the right elbow to keep the knee open. Light flexion of the feet. Set the left foot down. Leave the legs as they are. Hands down by your sides. Let's press into the left foot and reach the right knee away. And lower. 2 more times. It's so beneficial to slow down like this and just feel each little sensation, each reaction. Let's full body stretch. Extend both legs. And bring both knees into the chest, nose to knees. Head and neck back. Feet to the mat. Hands behind your head for 10 crunches. Pull the stomach in and go. And wherever you are, that's fine. As far as counting, and draw the left knee in, interlace the fingers. Oh, here comes the wind. Oh, I need a new curtain. Someone come help me. Feel the pressure on the right hip flexor in that general area. And then open and close the left leg a few times. And then hold, opening up the left hamstring. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Make sure you've got the foot crossed enough so that you can draw a full circle with the left foot and ankle. Lift your legs, or repeat whatever you did on the first side. Feel the left glute opening. I'm distracted by the storm. But it really cooled it off, which is nice. All right, set the feet down, or the right foot down. And let's lift and lower the hips 3 times slowly as you reach the left knee away from you. Just think a little bit of this every day. Clears away all the gunk and anything that's causing stress, restricting you mentally, physically. And release. Full body stretch. Extend the legs, extend the arms. And sit up just once. Sit up tall, arms overhead, and ouch, fold forward. Seated, forward, fold. Sit up. Cross your feet at the ankles. Make your way to a tabletop while I tie my hair into a knot with a cord, I guess. Tabletop. 1 cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Lift the chin a lot. Round, exhale. Neutral. Extend the right leg back and up. Keep it hip height, just as you make sure you're leveling the hips, you're not opening it out. The right one, and then bend the right knee. Sole of the foot faces the ceiling, or you can lightly point. We're going to draw circles with the right knee out, in, and around. Draw in the belly. Elbows are going to be soft so that the core can adjust. And come back to neutral. Let's go straight to the other side. So lift the left leg back and up. Are you shrugging into your shoulders? Press out. Bend the left knee. Out, down, and around. I used to not really like this one at all. I still get frustrated because I feel like I hit like a wall when I'm out. And come back to tabletop. Tuck the toes and let's go into downward facing dog. Stand on the left foot, reach the right leg back and up. Let the knee open, stack the hips. Squeeze the right foot toward the right glute. Step the right foot up between the hands for a lunge. There goes my private jet. Just manifesting. Hands to hips, stand up for crescent lunge. Arms overhead, shoulder width when the balance is there. Try not to arch the chest through. You're trying to press the back leg straight, bend deep into the front leg. Press the right leg straight and then lower down again. Pull in the core once more and lengthen through the side bodies. Swan dive forward, hands to the mat. We're in a lunge. Right foot back plank pose. Hold. Downward dog, left leg back and up. Hip stack, bend the top knee, squeeze the left glute. And step the left foot between the hands, starting with a lunge. Crescent lunge. Lunge, I can say it. Lift up. Draw in the core, you'll feel the right hip flexor that much more, and then arms up. Palms face one another. Press the right leg straight. Little bit of a balance challenge. Or the front leg straight. And sit back down. Re-engage the core, lift and lengthen the side bodies. Swan dive forward. We're in a plank, or make your way back to a plank. Hold. Downward dog, minimize extra movement for a couple of breaths. Make your way back to a plank. Lower to your knees if you need to. We're going to bring the right knee in, step back, and left. Right, just keep going until I say stop. If you know me, we're not going to be doing anything for too long. Except yoga forever, right? Hold your plank, engage the core. Downward dog. Upward facing dog, lift onto the toes, tuck your chin and ripple through. Hips might stay off of the ground, leave the toes tucked, chin lifts at the end. Exhale back to down dog. Stand on the left foot, lift the right leg back and up, let the knee bend, open the hip. And lizard lunge, right side. Excuse me. Both hands are on the inside of the right foot. You can lower to your knees, back knee, or elbows. You can lower the back knee or keep it lifted. You can move a little bit. Stay present. Stay with each breath. And if you're using this moment to play on your phone, make sure to give this video a like and a subscribe and leave a comment saying that made you laugh because I caught you playing on your phone. I'm playing on my phone too a little bit, but it's my class. Okay, couple more breaths. Release back into a 3-legged dog. Right leg back and up. Down dog. Upward facing. Downward dog. Pull in the core as you press it back. And then stand on the right foot. Lift the left leg back, up. Bend the knee. Lizard, left side. Both hands inside the left foot. Let's start to make your way back to downward dog. 3-legged. Downward dog, left leg lifts. And 2 feet. Upward facing dog. Lower the knees. Child's pose. Option to prop up onto your elbows and place your hands on each shoulder. Feel the triceps lengthen. Sit up on your knees. Not standing, just sit. And we're going to twist to the right. Just like before, you might not have the leverage that you're going for, but use your core, use the range of motion you have. Set up tall. Draw the right shoulder blade back. Switch sides. Sit even taller. Yoga makes people taller sometimes, a lot. Google it. Come back to center. And lost my train of thought. We're going to stand up on the knees this time. So bring the palms to touch. Knees are going to be hip width. Reach the arms straight up. If the neck is okay with it, you can let the head go back. Reach straight up. Oh yeah, interlace the fingers, palms together, index finger out. 3 breaths. Press a button on the ceiling. Lift out. Place your hands on the lower back, fingers pointing down. Roll the shoulders back and down. Scoop the tailbone a little bit. Look up at the ceiling for 3 breaths. Imagine there's a string on your sternum or chest lifting you up. 3 breaths. And lift out. Let's sit back on the heels and walk the hands forward. Lengthen the spine for just a couple of breaths. Sit up or stand up on the knees. So to bring the heels closer, go up onto your toes. If that's just not working, keep the hands on the lower back. Camel. Walk the hands back one at a time, right then left. Press down through the shins and lift up, look back. About 3-4 breaths. Lift out. Sit on your heels. Resist the urge to go straight to child's pose. Just take a moment. My shirt was flowy funny. Make your way to tabletop and then to plank. Pull in the stomach. Downward dog. Tabletop. Child's pose just for the exhale. I can totally see how that routine would make people taller over time, or especially if you'd kind of not loved your posture for a while. I hear people. Okay, let's do one more. Camel. And lift up. Sit down on your heels. Sit up tall. Tabletop into plank. Downward facing. Child's pose for the exhale. Remember being here just a little while ago. Appreciate how far you've come. It's just a little bit at a time every day. Make your way to a comfortable seated position, or sort of comfortable. Left foot in, right foot out. Left arm reaches up and over. Think up and over. Remember, we're getting taller, I guess, today. So feel this nice arch pressing out through the side body, through the rib cage. Sit up, baby wild thing. Left hand down. Sit down, arms side to side. Rotate with the torso, right hand next to you. Reach for the pinky edge with the left hand and twist and pull and sit forward. And sit up. Switch out the legs. Right arm up and over. Sit up. Baby wild thing. This is going to give you energy, confidence, courage. That's what back bends do. And sit back down. Arms side to side. Remember, use the torso, the range of motion there to reach over and across with the right hand for the left pinky edge of the foot. Twist, pull. And sit up. Bring the left foot in, sit up tall. Get any noises out of your neck. Roll the shoulders back and down. And let's close with a breath. But make sure you watch all the way to the end because I'm going to keep talking a little bit after. But, oh my gosh, I just did that. Roll the shoulders back and down. Closing breath. Inhale, arms to the side. Reach up, lengthen up. Exhale, hands lower down. Be grateful for your presence. I know I am so grateful So lucky to have your presence. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as always, namaste. Bring on the thunderstorm. This weather makes me want to like make crock pot stuff. So I mentioned I had some things to say. Things that I have to say are that I think you guys are awesome, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you give it a like, a comment, and a thumbs up, which is also a like. Share this video with someone, whether you think they're going to watch it or not. Sharing it helps me to grow, and this would be so great if I could make this like a real job. Click a link, add me on Instagram, reach out. Someone come fix the curtains. Bye. And